away. Even my memory of the process washed away by dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements, like the murder site. It's my goal, a stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play. I had to keep working on the story. Maybe I had missed something on the plot board. This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story. I couldn't add a new element from here. Hello? Anyone there? Dead. My writing was affecting reality. This would move the story forward. The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
ma'am.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists track down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They lock the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, douse it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found. The new story beat fit the story perfectly. It could not be opened on the side. A sick and twisted story, but it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now. I had to be at the scene, to see and understand it, in order to change it. The scene here had changed.
Wake.
Shit! That story will eat you alive!
My path was blocked. I had to find a way through. The lights would help me. The echoing hall had a story to tell. I had a new scene to use, a new setting. The hall had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
Something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site. The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths.
Привет, Алексей. Да, у нас видеоигры. Базирована финская игра.
The plot element I found would drive the story forward.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York. Alan Wake.
бочка и пирожочек. Эх, блин, красиво, однако. Ничего себе вот тут. Я что здесь был? Вывели.
scene changed with the story.
There. The torchbearers painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did him.
The drifters had scrawled their symbol on the wall. A secret for those in the know. I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone. The tunnel was open now. I could get through. The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Привет, Шамир.
I had found the murder site.
У нас тут
Somehow
ужастики.
the victim's heart was the key.
Параллельно туплю в каждый угол, просто потому что хочу найти еще и коллектиблса. Поэтому да, я тут каждый угол облизываю. Ну и в целом игра, конечно, очень красивая. Нет, это не Жарабас, Шамир, ты плюшевый мишка. Ну или пирожок.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
Нет, это 60 FPS.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here.
Даже больше.
Dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Я слушаю музычку.
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road. Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road. I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this winding road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? 'Cause somehow this window becomes a trap on this winding road. Will it ever let me go? Forever I am fading to black. Forever I am circling back, just to fall into this trap. This winding road.
Окей, это было быстро. Чем-то прям напоминает Portishead. Сколько здесь FPS показывает? Ну, каких-то 158. 107. Ну да, кадров столько много, что все равно что 30. На самом деле это генерация внуков включена. Без них можно делить на пополам. Да-да-да, вплотную. Еще что.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level. overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
И что-то еще это как это благодаря ретрейсингу эффект, как в этом в Flow 2, типа свет отражается и приобретает цвет от, не знаю, там, цвета, который он отражается. Как это в Digital Foundry говорили. Мне нравится, как игра такая неторопливая, прям сидишь, чилишь такой. Так, я вышел к началу. Я собрал.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Звонят. Прощение.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Так.
Maybe he was a victim. Writer. Maybe the writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story? Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Наваждили?
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her? This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Мне кажется, или в первой части хата у Уэйка было меньше. Так, по-другому
Alice's
планировка
video
была.
camera. No memory card inside. Alice's memory card.
Я, кстати, на неделю приготовил рис с шампиньонами. Я это на прошлой неделе тоже готовил, но мне так понравилось, что я решил повторить. С сосисонами.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our
А что
creative
памяти в
ambitions.
Switch ставить?
The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
То есть домашнее насилие начинается с того, что человек перестает любить котов вообще, или чересчур начинает любить котов? Да.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story.
Титры в русской версии вообще не в попад. В плане
To
тайминга.
project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out.
Quality Assurance зачем
The
для
story
русской
that
версии
brought me
делать?
here brought me nowhere. Loop me back. I was writing the story, and in the story I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Да я слушаю. В целом пофигу на самом деле. Может, сейчас на английский переключу. Что-то как-то быстрая часть. 5 минут катсцен.
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this winding road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? 'Cause somehow this window becomes a trap on this winding road. Will it ever let me go? Forever I am fading to black. Forever I am circling back, just to fall into this trap, this winding road.
Ладно.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own
Это
image.
просто дрочим на
Which
Сэма
would
Лейка.
be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance? But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people.
He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
Creepy dolls, mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
Так. Так, что ли, этот отвалился? Все молчат. Я, в принципе, что тут комментировать? Сиди, раскладывай карточки. Так.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand. And that always goes well. Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon. Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Wake has more information. I need to keep questioning him. The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on
Блин,
that
это как-то ты не ел
flannel.
сегодня весь день. Я вот сегодня пиццу ел целый день. По одному куску за прием. А, не хотел, не ел. Что у тебя депрессия, что ты не хотел есть?
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
М. То есть теперь вот тут можно переключаться между двумя персонажами. Интересно. Сейчас попробуем переключиться просто ради любопытства.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
Так, как теперь вернуться
I'd
обратно?
seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it. The plot board was empty again. I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten.
Блин, я же еще и за женщину не побегал.
No more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours.
Ладно, это интересно уже.
Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Ну да, я теперь мужик, но это... Можно за женщину вернуться. Ну, то есть теперь вот игра такая немного нелинейная. Могли продолжать за женщину расследовать, а могли теперь вот вернулись за Алана. Продолжаем. Вопрос, приведет ли это к каким-то печальным последствиям, или наоборот, потом просто за одного отыграю и вернуться ко второму на том же месте. Ну-ка, сейчас, подождите минутку. 5. Что-то... Это сейчас. Упрощение. Так, привет, Шами. Я вернулся. Короче, у нас тут это, да, немножко, если ты пропустил, мы тут уже за Алана отыграли немного, и игра предлагает нам немножко нелинейное повествование. Можно было пойти за женщину расследовать дальше все, а можно было ничего не делать. А, то есть вот, я теперь могу переключаться. Чё, играем за Алана или за женщину? Выбирайте. Давайте, нам игра дает выбор. Интерактив. Ну вот видишь, ахти и уборщики. Постер. Играем за уборщика, то есть за Алана.
It could not be opened on this side.
Так что Алан или это Сага? Вы молчите. Что ли мне, что ли, принимать решения постоянно? Так сказать, мужчиной в доме быть? Ладно. Играем еще за Алана. Так. Много.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury.
And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
Включаем джем.
So you were drawn to stories early on.
My dreams would light up my imagination.
And you had nightmares night and day.
Yeah, but with the clicker, I chased those frights away.
Who knew?
So true.
So here is a clue of hope to remember. Visions, they come true. Bend the lights with steel. So many champion
Нормально. Клево. А, еще.
And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers.
It was all too much, I had to get away.
Да блин, это лучший эпизод игры сейчас.
But there is more to it than meets the eye.
I never meant for it to ruin my life that way.
Would you say you lived a jaded lie?
Dark shades could never save the day.
So sad.
But true. maybe they'd be happy once again. Just one shot, one more chance for him to save their marriage. Away from the city, a romantic getaway. He's a torchbearer, and it couldn't be much clearer. A war needs its warrior, true and right. The darkness within him held her. Had he seen her drowning, would have saved her from the darkness of the lake.
Не патронов так. Ладно, убегаем. Теперь есть патроны.
I didn't see that coming.
Восхитительный шитпост. Просто восхитительный шитпост.
A vision.
Блин.
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here? Is this real? I cannot remember. There was a manuscript, it held a key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender to. Echo scenes to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end. You have to find your way out to bring this song to its end.
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger.
Champion of light, herald of darkness, lost in the champion of light,
Catchy, right?
herald of darkness. Nyt on kyllä joo. Laitto pojat jenkkakoneet soimaan. Äätänä.
Some say that it
Это может. О, ну теперь мы можем обратно переключиться. Ладно, это было внезапно хорошо. Ради такого шитпоста мне и нравятся игры Remedy. Ну, можем переключиться вот на женщину. Да. Типа вот через лужу прыгаем между персонажами. Можем продолжить из-за Алана. Я не знаю, как тут структурировано.
The plot board.
Можно песенку заново послушать полностью. Ну ладно, пойдем тогда. Сказать, будем чередовать.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
The stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not a moose. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Warrior Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun! And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll have a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
You're back with Pat Maine, and we've got a very special guest today on the program. It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
В общем, расследование так и не завершится, потому что детектив отвлекался то на телевидении, то на радио.
What a treat to be on with you today. The pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that. Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom
тут еще ж это...
cuckoo clocks, but the real special
Реконструкция-то идет чуть ли не с 720p до 2,5К. Типа в теории, если поднять час качества, будет реконструкция чуть сказать, менее заметной.
at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there, all right? Terry, you still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard. Wendy's dead.
Oh, boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry, Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and... Hickory teriyaki! Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. Yako and I won't put you up to this. Pat, well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't
что
wait to
готовить
see
будешь?
those Deer Fest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
Ну-ка, если... Ну, визуально не сильно отличается. Короче, я что-то не вижу разницы между производительностью и качеством, кроме фреймрейта. Судя по всему, это комната Сэма Лейка, который все кофе пьет. Очень много кофе.
Hello?
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain. Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
It's not opening. It won't open.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like the complimentary? Full kit along. Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you? Why don't I pack your gear?
And that wraps up my list of favorite park benches in Bright Falls. And now, I just want to clear something up from our last broadcast. There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts, about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And, oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater,
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians as I, Jim Figamore, will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders. And what's our reputation now? Haunted Bright Falls. Spooky Bright Falls. The world is laughing at us. And now all this business with the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. And nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do. I played one in the theatrical production of Fiorello, to glowing reviews by Coffee World magazine. Mayor Setter is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. There.
Now, Jim, this is a family show. I found my notes here, so why don't we pivot to some questions? First question, what exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky? Right, looks like these are my questions for Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky.
The only jerk I care about is Mayor Setter. Our future's at stake. Pets are being murdered. And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Oh, I actually had more to...
Jim Figamore and Pat Main signing off. And we've got a great tune here to play us out. Take it away, Pat.
I need something to cut this.
Take care.
I can't wait to hit the haunts. We should check the town out first. You know, do research, interview some locals.
Ну что, пойдем к мэру Сеттеру. Спросим, почему он убивает котов. Только найти его.
I need bolt cutters.
Hello, how are you?
Have a nice day.
Hey there.
This can't be the right way.
Это все еще не дают выйти.
Yakko, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis.
О, снова
Are you
шутпост.
coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Yakko needs. I'm a beer to the rescue. Bring out your inner Wolverine with Armor beer. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Armor beer. Armor beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out. It's not sad if it's intentional. Alma beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Тоже хороший пост.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
I recommend a slice of pie with some coffee. You can't go wrong with that.
So, I'm thinking of pre-gaming at my place before Deerfest. Drinks, snacks, some charades, maybe. Interested?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Женский туалет все еще закрыт на замок. Туда все ходят мужской. Вот, люди настолько суровые, что даже штанов не снимают. Вообще, что мне тут делать-то надо? А, поехать куда-то. То есть по городу чисто опционально бегать.
This can't be the right way.
Mulligan and Thornton told everyone to stay out of the basement. And now, they're nowhere to be found. I bet they're just trying to get out of work.
Let's not assume the worst of our colleagues.
Yeah, God forbid.
It doesn't budge.
How many times do I have to tell you? She's gone missing.
Are you sure she's not just avoiding your calls?
Прозрачная бутылка для воды.
I'm a lovely person.
Eye in the sky. I don't like it. It's staring at me. Ah! Help! Turn it away. Turn
I
it
can't
away.
force it open.
Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
Take care.
Hello. How are you?
Гулять пока негде. Придется ехать в лес.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery!
Mayor Setter will stand up for justice.
Да кто этот такой мэр? Кто котов ест?
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Но учитывая, какую они тут бабку нарисовали за 13 лет, она так была не молода. Мне, конечно, интересно, деды из первой части рокера все еще живы или все-таки померли от старости? Так, карты.
Whoever said these were the golden years was full of it.
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types
Кто хотел в детстве стать докером?
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
Peilistä sua tuijottaa, murhan poltessa kruunua.
Excuse me. Do you know where? Artie's in the middle of a show. I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed. Okay then. Catchy tune.
Kuin painajainen hän luoksesi saapuu. Hänet verhot tuon varjojen kaapuun. Monta tarinaa hänestä kerrotaan. Häntä pakoon et pääse sä milloinkaan. Hän peilistä sua tuijottaa. Murhan polte se kruunoi mua. Tuon katseen tunnet et voi unohtaa. Vaik kasvot piiloutuu veriverhon taa. On yötön yö, se järjen syö. On yötön yö, se miehen syö. Puukkohippaan tanssi pian vaihtuu. Hirveen vääntyy jo verinen suu. Viinapullosta korkki hukataan. Tupen rapinan vain kuulee korvissaan. On yötön yö, se valon syö. On yötön yö, se toivon syö. On yötön yö, se rakkaus syö. On yötön yö, se kaiken syö. Monin nimin häntä kuultuun kutsuttavan, niin kuin kiroaa kuolema kuoleman. Rukoilee synkien myyttien Jumalaa, vihta housua saatanaan vapahtajaa. Musta pilvi päässä kiehuu, ulos räjähtää ja yössä riehuu. Silmissä riemu rajaton, hän tunnuton, se tunnuton.
Черт, подразрядился. Хе-хе. Секунду. Всё.
Kaivon ruumiskasan, tästä työstä ei selviä kukaan. Enkäs huoneessaan kirjoittaen, onkin
Да, на достиг 8K VR порно.
hän peilistä sua tuijottaa. Murhan polte se kruunua. Tuon katseen tunnet et voi unohtaa. Vaik kasvot piiloutuu veriverhon taa. On yötön yö, se sielu.
Короче, фамилии какие-то.
On yötön yö, se sinut syö. Kuin painajainen hän luoksesi saapuu. Hänet verhot tuon varjojen kaapuun. Monta tarinaa hänestä kerrotaan. Häntä pakoon et pääse sä milloinkaan. Hän peilistä sua tuijottaa. kasvot piiloutuu veriverhon taa. On yötön yö, se järjen syö. On yötön yö, se miehen syö.
You were a handsome deer.
Что в туалете прячет всех патроны для пистолета? О, вот и карта. Да. Хотели бы попасть в мир кофе.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters, always
Деды
sneaking off.
все-таки живы?
Sorry. No, I wanted to
Yay.
ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Hi.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
I bet they have good fish here.
Good to see you.
Да, что-то загрузка карты игре дается тяжело.
Sadder is better. I love it when these rhyme.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
They say if a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya, you're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Have you heard old Pat's radio show lately?
Шамир.
I fear he's losing his grip on
Слева я
reality.
справа.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber. Not on the radio and not in the sauna.
А пойдем грабить мужиков. Ехали отдохнуть. А агент ФБР берет и очищает их.
Hot. Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Ever heard of the cult of the tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
What's the point?
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled.
Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories? Are you familiar with the cult of the tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
А у вас по утрам вырастает дерево? Или уже поздно вырастать?
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga. Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction. Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights motorcycle club. We're busy building the floats for
Алексей хотел бы попасть в мир кофе, где парк аттракционов и много кофе.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yaku and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you.
The Costellas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories. Why aren't mine affected? The spare key is at Coffee World. First the witches at the diner. Now the Costellas. They all think Logan and I used to live here. Wake said the horror story would make people crazy. Like they're being brainwashed to believe the story. Is it spreading?
Если Алана Вейка заперли бы в темном месте, но он был бы не писателем ужастиков, а игражуром.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Ладно, а если не игражуром, а он вместо Роулинг написал бы Гарри Поттера, по которому все с ума сходили.
What was that?
Начинает темнеть.
Fuck! FBI, show yourself!
Ну, на самом деле, почитая постеры, я уже вообще ни в чем не уверен, потому что постеры, например, в игре по Зейну говорят, что типа Зейн исчез, но вот бац, и он делает постановки по роману Алана. И типа он исчез, а потом появился. В общем, я запутался. Ничего себе крепкие ребята.
Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Окна опять развилки. И налево могу, направо. Где-то рядом тайник.
There's another cult stash.
What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs.
Происходит апроприация финской культуры.
The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight. And it was coming fast.
Как-то в 2023 году нельзя апроприировать только определенные культуры, все остальные можно. Правильно, надо все выбирать. Нет, этого мы не будем делать. Прям как в первой части. А здесь нет ачивментов. В ЕГСе нет ачивментов. Так вот бутылки не разваливаются.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskelas had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew a weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local. A man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
Крафтить. Так, ладно, 11 часов я буду уже на самом деле укладываться, готовиться ко сну и вам рекомендую. Потом как-нибудь продолжим. Конечно, пока что сейчас да, игра не спешит. И в целом и я не спешу. Мне нравится рассматривать всякую хрень. Ладно, спасибо. Ох, как сзади на фоне денойзер ломается или... Ох. Да, в лужу укладываться. Вон, смотри. На заднем фоне. Да, здесь и не надо спешить, она целиком про вайбы. Короче, мне очень нравится. Ну ладно, всем спокойной ночи. Вкладывайтесь завтра на работу. Пока.